Hello there, everyone. A very good morning and welcome to the FSL Wild Rift Open 2. I am Gerard, Escape Artist, and I'm joined by Tanya Bin. We're going to be your casters for today.
Yeah, very good morning. Have a good Saturday, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And
That's
here
right.
we have 36 teams
Mhm.
in a best of one double elimination. So a little bit different from what we saw in the Wild Rift Open 1. It's going to take place between today and tomorrow. And right now we are going to start off with the groups.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, this tournament is presented by Intel and supported by Yahoo as well. Thank you to both our sponsors. Also, let's cover what they are playing for. The prizes, of course. In first place, they will get $250 and 5,000 Wild Rift cores per team, which is pretty substantial. Of course, in second place, $125 and 3,000 Wild Rift cores. In third place, $75 and 1,500 Wild Rift cores. And in fourth place, they get $50. And right now, we are in for our first game. It's going to be Nexplay Tempest going up against Good to Great 2.
And Nexplay Tempest was the previous champions of Wild Rift
Right.
Open. I believe you casted that.
Yep. That's right. We had Chabi in the bot lane, giving an absolute show on champions like Draven, and wow, there was a game that was really close, about 400 HP on the Nexus before they managed to turn it around. I believe that was in the finals. But hey, we're into draft right now.
And the bands that are not shown, Ziggs, Oriana, Gragas, and Isa are all off the board. So that's why we see here Galio being picked up and Corki on the side of blue and Akali on the side of red. So a lot of standard meta picks here. It looks like both teams know what's going on. Corki and Jara were highly played in the Icon series at the Philippines last weekend. That was like one of the favorite Team Army Hunt's bot lane. So looks like everyone has been taking notes.
Yeah, that's right. Notes have been taken, and you see that the Corki was actually not picked up. They chose to prioritize the Fiora instead for the top lane, and the Janna as well in support.
But Camille can be flexed, so lots of options here. I think this meta has a lot of flexible champions. Even Galio could go. Well, okay, Janna support, so Galio's going mid. And here we have a Garen. So yeah, they are going to flex Camille to the jungle.
Yeah, and this is something that we've seen pop up as well. The Garen in the Baron lane, always very strong and just super oppressive right now. And on the side of Nexplay Tempest, they don't exactly have a lot of tank shred. They do have the Fiora at the very least that can potentially match the Garen, but he can still be an absolute brick wall in the Baron lane.
Absolutely. A lot of teams now tend to blind pick Garen because even though he was nerfed on the latest patch 2.3, teams just realized that it doesn't matter. He is still S plus tier, he's still being picked. Even though Fiora may be open, a lot of teams still dare to pick him up. So I think all eyes are going to be on Nexplay Tempest to see how they execute this side lane Fiora, whether she gets a hit in the early game or, just the fact that if she doesn't die and she gets to the late game and has that side lane pressure, that will be huge for Nexplay.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, on the side of Good to Great 2, I mean, they do have a rather tall task for them because, as we mentioned before, Nexplay Tempest won the first one, and they have a lot of very well known names. I remember seeing Chabi jumping around, playing a lot of aggressive AD carries, and now she's on Tristana as well as Hellgirl in the top lane. I believe was absolute menace. So definitely a tall order for Good to Great 2, but they can definitely do it. They've drafted a pretty good composition for themselves. And we are on the Wild Rift.
Yeah, with all the beautiful rainbows on the Wild Rift as well. Very significant month here we have.
Absolutely. Minions have spawned. We see that actually both junglers are moving up the top side, and Camille there walking up to place down a ward.
Yeah, both teams just gonna be guarding their jungles. But look at Galio on the mini map, just gonna poke his head in and ward the Raptors. So might get some information on what Good to Great 2 is going to do and where that Camille is. And well, lane swaps.
Yep, that's right. They don't want to send that Garen against the Fiora. They don't want to send the Akali against Galio. So just make a lane swap and just leave the Garen to spin around in mid lane, because hey, if Galio blocks magic damage, then just send some physical damage against it.
Yeah, the decision here by Good to Great 2, if you put Garrett up to Fiora, I think that's going to be worse off, because Akali also did get nerfed, not to mention in patch 2.3, her base armor went down by 5, so it's by no means not easy for her. You look at Swarty here, already taking up some damage and need to heal up from the plants, but it is still going to be a rough early game, just got to play a little bit defensive. Can see here hanging back from the minions, not even willing to walk up to the Fiora.
Yeah, that's right. I also want to point out that there's a little gank in the mid lane there. Ray actually going back forward the Justice Punch. But I wanted to say that the summoner spells in the top lane are very aggressive. Both sides have picked up the Ignite sort of barrier.
It makes sense because both sides can heal as well, but ouch, look at that. Hell girl is exerting some dominance here in the early game. Akali really has to go back, being forced to return to spawn just to heal up, because it's just not worth giving that first blood.
Yeah, absolutely not. Hell girl can be an absolute monster if she is allowed to get ahead and snowball. So, okay, in the bot lane here, Sona getting a little caught out, the flash being used as well as the heal. Vi is in the bot lane and Gia taking a fair amount of damage herself, but they have forced Sona back at the very least.
The reason why they dared to go there is because they did see Camille visit mid lane and she wasn't very healthy. So decided to push some vision to look at the wards down on the blue team. They have information on Camille, so far they are the ones with the informational advantage this early game.
That's right, the dragon will be up in a while, and that will probably be when the game would start to open up a little more. But currently, the state of the game is Vi appears to be ahead, and she is level 5, still level 4. And oh boy, that's first blood right there in the bottom lane. Sona is going down, and Angel Lala is tanking up that turret. Not enough damage, however, and takes a huge chunk of it back. Flashes the corgi, but it's gonna be first blood for Nexplay Tempest.
Never know what hit him.
Couldn't quite see what happened there, but it was a good read on the map because they knew that Sona was chunked out, so there's no way that she could have stayed in lane. And I mean, they jumped on her, right? Because they already chunked her out when she was in the jungle. And really, Sona, Ezreal, they need time. Ezreal doesn't do that much damage in the early game, so it's really hard for him to retaliate. I think Good to Great here, definitely on the defensive side, and we see that reflected in the gold. They are down by almost 1,000 here. So they just need to stick to their win conditions and let Ezreal as well as Akali scale up, because Akali was nerfed very hard in the early game. Now she's more of a late game assassin, and that's where Good to Great is going to look to, really. It's all in the late game.
Yeah, that's right. The dragon is going to be spawning. It's going to be a cloud dragon, and for now it doesn't look like there's any contest, but Akali is making that recall, and Fiora has already passed down, so she's going to be the first one here. Nexplay Tempest have 5 members, and they're going to turn toward the dragon. Real Good to Great spawn.
There's no way they can respond, right? Because they do not have priority in the lane. Nexplay was there first. It looks like just a lot of posturing.
Yeah, Nexplay Tempest, they've gone in right there. Sona getting caught out once again as the first Arcane. But Chabi doesn't care. She's gonna rocket jump in and take him down. That's gonna be 2 kills for Nexplay Tempest. The dragon is still up. They're continuing to zone. They've knocked up a Chabi jumping forward once again. Not enough damage on the field. Barely able to walk away with her life there. Nexplay Tempest picking up some kills and the dragon.
Oh, that was a bit of a disaster for Good to Great 2. So many kills going over to Nexplay. I guess they just should have decided, should they contest it or not. It was kind of a half-hearted attempt.
Right now, they're gonna push down that. They know they can charge down DNI health, but they're not gonna find that damage. Good to Great 2 putting up a very valiant defense there. Shusha Mirage gonna go across, but actually Camille going down there to the bomb, and now Chabi has been unleashed. She jumps forward, gets the double kill. Will she go forward and get the third? Doesn't look like she will, but Nexplay Tempest, they pick up more kills and they pick up a turret in mid.
so aggressive by Nexplay Tempest, it signals to us that they want to end this game because they recognize that Good to Great wants to scale and they are not giving them the chance at all. And this Tristana pick, we don't usually see Tristana being picked up by pro teams in the Icon series. Mostly it's Kaisa, it is Ezreal, or it's sometimes a Xayah. So Chavi here not showing a lot of her cards very early in this game. She's gonna be like, hey, I'm just gonna pick a not so meta ADC and still wreck you with it.
Yeah, absolutely. 3-0 and 2 there with the Infinity Edge. She is going to be a force to be reckoned with and really destroy turrets very quickly there. And look at that. Just doesn't care at all, just tanking up those Mystic shots as she pushes down the lane. The Rift Herald is alive right now. It looks like Good to Great 2 have actually placed emphasis on the bot lane instead. Nexplay Tempest are going to pick up their Rift Herald for free.
Yeah, Good to Great. Just gotta be very defensive. They are gonna trade it up for top tower for bot.
That's the third time that Sona goes down. This time it's gonna be Gia picking up that kill. Nexplay Tempest see that Good to Great 2 are in the bot lane and they rotate up to the top lane to make another trade.
That's the thing about Good to Great 2, right? I think the idea is that it's just that not everyone is on the same page. So
yeah, Hell Girl, she's doing a lot of damage and the turret tanking up, and she actually picks up this kill 1v2. Now Camille is kind of stuck with Hellgirl, who is not happy. Don't you dare attack my turret, she says. Gonna continue slapping away with that soaring sword. Fiora lunges forward. The flash from the Camille. One more lunge will do it. Now Shorty is here. Hellgirl taking a whole bunch of damage, but is she gonna be able to make it out? The perfect execution will clean up that kill, but now Chabi and the rest of the team have arrived. Nexplay Tempest say, you want to take one? We're gonna take all of you.
what a show by Hellgirl. That was a 1v2, almost a 1v3. Man, that was a good flash over the wall, right? She almost got away, but Akali came here to clean up. Good to Great just gonna have to settle for that one kill while Ezreal and Sona continue to try and scale up here on the top lane.
Yeah, that's right. The Nexplay Tempest are gonna take away that turret in bottom lane, and with 4 members and a Rift Herald in the bottom lane here, Good to Great 2 are gonna need to respond.
So they saw that Nexplay committed a lot of people on the bot side and immediately they take top tower. They also went to push down mid. But a mid tower here may not be as valuable. They are already knocking on the door.
They might not even get it, yeah. Vibes is gonna go straight in here onto the Garrett, who's gonna try to Beyblade his way out of this one. Takes the blast code, actually makes it out. Camille not gonna share that same amount of luck though, and just when I said he makes it out, he goes down. Dragon is coming up in just under 10 seconds. Nexplay Tempest already have Chabi and Gia positioned there. Doesn't pick up their blue buff, but they still have the priority, and looks like there's going to be no contest from the side of Good to Great 2. Dragon already started up by Nexplay. Vi is just gonna continue punching away on that one right now. It's Good to Great 2 continue to try their very best to scale up, but Galio has found the Camille. She's gonna get taunted up right now. Is that gonna be enough damage? The Flash Monsoon to bring her back. The Hextech ultimatum, but it's gonna be too little, too late there. Ray gonna pick up a kill for herself.
Yes, and I'm back. I'm so sorry about that.
That's absolutely fine there, but Hellgirl is caught in 1v1 against the Ezreal. And look at that, she's actually taking a lot of damage. It's so close! And Ezreal manages to pick up that solo kill there against the Fiora.
E-Z. Oh, you're dead.
Yes. Alright. It appears that Tanya May is having some slight problems, but that's alright. I'll be here to cover for her. Ezreal there, very importantly, was able to find that solo kill. And that shows that Ezreal is really starting to scale up, because despite all the leads that Hellgirl has, Ezreal was actually able to kite her out. Now, he really has 2 items right here. Gonna pick up that red buff as well. This is it's kind of a sign of hope there for Good to Great 2, because now that Ezreal is starting to do a lot of damage, they can make more aggressive plays. The Baron, however, has spawned. Ooh, that's Vi jumping straight in, but where is the damage? Chabi is not there, and seeing that, Nexplay Tempest back off. They do manage to get a flash at the very least from the Ezreal. But now Good to Great 2 are gonna start recalling because Hellgirl is continuing to be an absolute menace in this bottom lane right now. And Sona is not able to recall unlike the rest. Forced to flash away. There's gonna be a tower dive there. That's a nice crescendo, but it's not gonna be enough. Chabi is unstoppable. And now the fight has continued. Galio's gonna be jumping straight onto the end, putting him down to half health there. The Guardian Angel is going to keep the Vi alive, but this Garen cannot go any further. Next play, they're gonna find another kill for themselves. And Hellgirl still continuing to push in that bot lane right there. Actually getting that turret down. And now he's in a 1v2 situation. Akali trying to do her best. The duelist dance is coming out from the field right, and the parry as well, but Akali finding that solo kill there with a sliver of health, and now next player continuing to push in that mid lane turret as well. The Camille coming from the flank there onto Angel Lala. That's gonna be the Hextech ultimatum as well to knock Ray Ray away and pick up that kill. Can the Camille find it anymore? Gia as well, very low in the mid lane. But it looks like Ray Ray is gonna be able to fight this back. No, the Winds of War are not gonna connect, and now Ray Ray might be in a spot of trouble. Actually, she's gonna be able to back off it. That was an absolute explosion there of a fight.
That was so insane from mid lane to bot lane. I think Nexplay Tempest are just playing with their food because Baron is up and they could have done a much cleaner play. They could have just pushed it in and ward it up and secure Baron for themselves because Good to Great cannot challenge them at the Baron pit. But it looks like they're just gonna have a little bit more fun, and right now we see them moving towards Baron. Fiora has to push out that top lane first,
Oh
as well
boy!
as mid lane. Oh,
Wow, Chabi right there on the Tristana, just tearing through her counterpart. It is the Chabi Gavin. Oh my god, double kill as well. She continues to jump in. Okay, Garen's a little too tanky there, but the damage coming out from this Tristana is insane.
yeah, Good to Great again stepping up a little bit too far. And Chabi, as what you mentioned, the superstar of the team, this super aggressive ADC. Knowing her limits, knowing that she can burst down
Ooh,
squishies.
Camille, no. Not able to get that Baron right there. Chabi just gonna continue rocket jumping forward, and Shorty can't do anything about this one. And now Garen with half health. Is Chabi gonna try for it? She just has no need to. The minions are there. Okay, never mind. Going straight forward there. The explosive charge gonna do a fair amount of damage. The next play Tempest are gonna barrel down top lane and mid lane right now. They have the minions.
Yeah, I think this is just the last fight.
That's right. Chabi again gonna continue to pound away on her opponents right there. Garen just gets rocked and destroyed, and Chabi going straight forward there. Ooh, not able to take it down. That Sona they're dropping fairly low, but Good Breaks are gonna be able to defend. They're gonna try to jump onto Chabi, but it doesn't matter. The super minions are gonna hit the Nexus. Next play Tempest pick up the win.
Congratulations, Nexplay Tempest. That was such a statement. Really, really strong opening game. I think they're gonna be really happy with this. Looking at the scoreboard here, Ray Ray and Gia, and really like even Chabi, perfect KDA, didn't even die once. And look at the damage here coming out from Chabi, 22k.
This is an absolute statement right here from Nexplay. They say we are here to win once again. They are definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with, especially Chabi and Gia in the bot lane. They're just really showing their power right there. Going up against Good to Great 2, of course, who put up a valiant fight, but unfortunately, it's not enough, and they're going to be moving down to the lower bracket.
Yeah, Nexplay showing how they controlled the early game. They used their jungler, Vi, to really get Chabi ahead. If you could see there, they kept ganking bot lane. Sona was not having a great game at all. Great to Play wanted to scale up, but Nexplay did not even give them the chance. So I think moving forward, we're going to have to see whether teams pick this up, whether teams realize that, okay, maybe we need to draft a little bit more CC, maybe we need to make our moves a bit earlier in the game, because scaling, having two champions scaling, Akali as well as Ezreal, is really, really hard.
Absolutely, and now we're going to be going for a short break, but when we come back, we're going to be seeing more Wild Rift action. Stay tuned.